session with me. I'm going to do the same old with practicing the Locrian scale with the bow first up, and yeah, let's just get started. Hi everybody that's there, joining us live or joining us later. I'm Jez. I play bass, and starting really slowly again with the Locrian scale is the MO for this afternoon. Where's my... Yeah, here we go. Let's get that drone note happening before I do anything. Got my metronome on. And where's the volume? There it is. There's my drone note. 10 minutes, Locrian scale with the bow. I really have to focus not just on my left hand accuracy but also my bowing hand. Find the sweet spot and keep it there. That's been my goal. So here we go. Locrian at 15 BPM. The metronome is on 16th notes. That, where's that A sharp, B flat? There it is. That was really close, except for getting stuck playing that perfect fifth, that B, instead of the B flat for the Locrian scale. My ears, I don't know, I haven't spent as much time practicing this week, so my ears are a little bit out on that tritone, but other than that, it was actually really close. Well, I might be going up in BPM in tempo pretty soon, so here we go, let's do it again. Another thing actually, before I start, another thing I noticed watching back on these videos is I'm kind of at times like missing where the one is, that upbeat there, that downbeat I mean. So I've been losing the one a fair bit, but I'm still working on that, doing my best. Here we go. Let's play the Locrian scale yet again. close, pretty close. I'm getting better. Yeah, that's it. Almost missed the one. Damn it. Oh, it's pretty sloppy there. There's a major third. I'm going to go weight straight away, because I really screwed quite a bit of that up. I'm missing that F every time, like I've got the bass in the wrong angle or something. Yeah, come on. That's good. Yeah, got it. Getting really close to being straight on for most of those notes, but I'm still like that F. When I first go from that E, it's like almost straight away I've got my hand in the wrong position, so that's not really a good start. But I'll go again, because I'm getting really close to getting this right, and hopefully I'll be able to boost the tempo pretty soon, get closer to that goal of 240 beats a minute. So here we go, one more time, and then that'll probably be my 10 minutes up on the bow. And then, at least I'm getting to a point where I can hear just where the interval's not quite right. I'm getting better at that. Right, that was my scales, E Locrian scale. Now, I kind of explained last week why I wanted to work on the E Locrian scale. I'll just go through it again. The F major scale is what the E Locrian scale is built on, and it's a really common, really common key in jazz because it works really well for wind instruments and brass instruments. So those notes are F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, and then I'm just going up the octave again. F, E, D, C, B flat, G, F, A, because I want to sort of be quick about this point. So when you go on to the modes of the major scale, it's about starting on a different note but using the same notes. So I'm using those notes F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, but I'm starting on the E. So those notes are E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, E, D, C, B flat, A, G, F, E. And the reason why I want to get these scales down really well is that all the way up the neck and all the way across the neck, all the way up and across, I want to be able to know that at any point I'm playing the note accurately, just by getting used to getting my hands in the right position. So I'll go from E Locrian, then I'll go to the F major. Once I've got that, I'll go to the G, Dorian. Then so instead of using the open strings, just the A Phrygian, and then go to the B flat Lydian, the C mixed Lydian, and on and on and on until I can play all the way up in, say, as many octaves as possible on the bass, just to improve my accuracy, because I know that there's no frets, man. Like, that's the thing, there's no frets, and that's what I'm used to. Like, I come as an electric bassist, where I'm used to, you just put your hand sort of in the vicinity and you've got the note, whereas on this bad boy, the double, it depends. Like, the difference between holding your hand like that and holding your hand like that or like that makes a massive difference to your sound. So anyway, that's my scales practice. Let's have a look what's going on in this chat, hey? Oh, a few people. What's that? Very cool. Hi people. I'm glad there's some action going on in the chat. I can't actually go back and see everything. Where's this? I'm really new to live streaming, so trying to find where all the chat is. Yeah, cheers Jobby. Thanks Tism too, Luke. Great night, keep pushing through. Thanks man, I won't be. Your encouragement really helps. Same goes to you as well. Anyway, hi everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad that you've come along, watching me practice essentially, and it's nice to hang out. And I hope you guys have a good time. I wish I could figure out how to do this live chat business, but I'll get there. I'm only new. But anyway, what I do now is practice my reading as usual, because that is another part that I'm not great at yet, because I've come from I came from punk rock, came to jazz via punk rock essentially, through blues, through all reggae, through funk, found my way into jazz. And so reading in big bands is actually quite a difficult thing for me, given my background. So what I've been working on is reading through all the charts for the Atomic Mr. Bassy, because we've got a gig coming up with the JMI Jazz Orchestra. What's the date? Tomorrow, the 21st of November. It'll be live streamed on JMI Live on YouTube if you want to watch, if you're not in Australia or Brisbane. But if you are in Brisbane, come along, because man, I'm looking forward to it. That album is excellent, and we have been working on it for months, and I think we're going to do a pretty good job, and the music really speaks for itself. So come along, big band music. But anyhow, I play in this big band, and reading doesn't come naturally. That was my point. So what I'm doing at the moment is finding the really difficult spots, like that that come up, that it's really quite difficult to read. Because this is a Teddy the Toad by Neil Hefti, and as played by Count Basie and his orchestra. So it's a swing at 130 BPM, and these are all sort of eighth notes, and it's off, the rhythm's kind of syncopated. So I've been working on that, and that's where I left last time. Since last week, I've worked this up to the right tempo. I haven't played it since. So what I want to do is show you all my process. So if you've been watching from the start, I started playing this really slowly just to get super comfortable playing it, and I've sort of doubled my speed once, doubled my speed again, and now I'm at a point where I'm playing it at 60 BPM and with the metronome hitting those quarter notes. So I'll demonstrate now how I double my speed again. This part's pretty straightforward. I'll show you my progress, and then I'll work on another tune. I'll just show you this for a sec, and then show you what I've got to practice next. So we've got our metronome, 60 BPM, and we've got our, where's the mouse? Drone note on E flat, which this tune is in E flat. And I'll just, where's my starting? First note is D flat there. And so now that I've gotten to a point where I've got the metronome going at quarter notes, I can start to swing it a bit more. Where's that C? D flat. There we go. 2. I'll try that again. 3, 4. And that was good. And now what I do, I play separately at 60 beats a minute, and I'll put it up to 70 beats per minute. And then not quite. Not right. Yeah, that was good. Go up to 80 BPM, and just I do this until I get it, can play it once right. Because the whole point of this is reading accurately, knowing the note names, and getting the notes like quite close. It's not always going to be perfect. That's the thing, is you can't really play this completely perfectly, so, or I can't. I'm not Billy Sheehan. 2, 3, oh. I started thinking about Billy Sheehan halfway through that and lost myself. But anyway, this is my point. This is all I'm trying to demonstrate here, is what I do to try to get the speed up, is I get it to a point where I can play it really slowly and then increase the tempo, increase the tempo, increase the tempo, until I'm at the point where I've got it at 130. And then I can just play along to it, which I feel like doing right now, and I don't care if I get a copyright strike. This is my practice session and I'll do what I want to. Bear with me for a sec, I'll get the music up and I'll show you, because now I've got the song up to tempo. Teddy the Toad. What is it? Atomic Bassy. Check that album out, it's so good. Alright. And what I'm going to do, that's what I do. I get it up to tempo and then I'm ready to play along with the track, which is what I'm going to do now. Such a good tune. If you don't know it, you've got to check it out. Before I start, actually, because I'm going to play a song, I've got to explain something that I've noticed in doing these videos. It's what I call flying fingers. I messed up the order of the sheets here. Hang on a tick. It's what I call flying fingers. It's when I'm like, you hit a note and my hand sort of flies up like that. I've got a real tendency to do it with my pinky. My pinky just sort of hangs about. So another thing that happens when I'm practicing really slowly is it helps me go, oh, I'll put that pinky down. And also with this hand, it's like you're doing sort of this, and these two fingers are just sort of flying around. So to combat that, and get used to, when I play the bass, getting used to having my fingers, my hand like that. As you can get, do I have a lighter? I've got this. I don't have a lighter, but I got even this, like a little Lego lever. What you do is you just put it in those two hands and you've got to hold it. Just don't let it drop. And so what happens is that my hand gets used to holding my fingers closed. And so I'm playing, it just helps with control of my body, you know. This is a really physical instrument where you've got to be in a lot of control of your own body. And so that's a little pointer. If you've noticed that you have these flying fingers, just get a lighter or a little Lego lever or whatever and just hold it in your hands. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to do that, practice with that. Hang on, why isn't that? Oh, there we go. While I go through Teddy the Toad as played by the Count Basie Orchestra on the Atomic Mr. Basie. I might miss the start because it's going to come in quick. missed the ending a little bit. Well, yeah, that's the point. The whole picture is to be able to play along with the track at tempo. And hang on, YouTube's starting again. Stop it. Cool. So that's Teddy the Toad, and I'm happy with where I've gotten with Teddy the Toad. So now, what I've been doing is working on Whirly Bird, and this one's a really important one, and it explains again what's so important about learning the scales all the way up the neck. Again, because I'm not used to reading, this one, it's got a lot of these notes at the intro. It's got this really cool bass line that goes all the way up 3 ledger lines, just over 3 ledger lines past the stave, and then back down again. Now when I get up here, reading those notes and playing those notes, that's really tough for me. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, is getting on that. So I'm going to do that now that I've done that Teddy the Toad stuff, because I'm happy with that. I'm going to work on something that I'm not happy with. And if you're not working on things that you're not happy with, why are you practicing? So that's what I'm doing now. So join me for Whirly Bird. This is the slow bit where I really work on my accuracy over swing or anything like that. Here we go. I've got to get, it's in A flat, I think. Yeah, it's in A flat. There's a little tip. You got your 4 flats. When you see 4 flats, that's A flat. That's how you know. So I'll put the drone note on A flat, which is the key of the tune, so that while I'm playing, I can hear what I'm playing against the that drone note. Just to really train my ears to hear those intervals and know that when I've got it bang on, because it feels right, because it sounds right. So what I'll do, I'm going to go through super slow again. Going to do it 15 BPM. As boring as it is to start with, it's part of the process, and the whole thing is about trusting the process, because I know it really works. As you saw just then, if you've been following along where I've gotten with that Teddy the Toad, being able to play that at the right tempo, and that this is a really important line. So I'll put my metronome on 60, but each one of these is a 16th note, right? So so slow, but the whole point is to get my fingers to do the right thing, and by the time I've gotten to the top, that last quarter, 16th note, I'm bang on the note. So, and until I can play it at least once like that, I stay at this tempo. And so, here we go. Starting from bar 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars of music that I really want to be able to hit those notes up the top really accurately, because that is definitely something that I struggle with. Again, using the electric bass, or this is the acoustic bass, something with frets, it's really easy to hit an A flat. There it is. But doing that on here, because there it is, it's harder because I don't know the top of the neck that well, because I haven't been playing for that long, and there are no frets. So that's what I'm doing now. 10 minutes working on this with that. Oh, that's a bit too loud. I don't need it that loud. There we go. A flat. And I get this. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. I can check my tuning. I've got a tuner here, so I can hear when it's right, but I can also check it. If I know that I'm out, I can have a look. So here we go. 2, 3. G flat, it's hard to hit that. F, D, E flat, D flat here. The last two notes are C. So, what I'm going to do this time, the first run through it kind of really highlights the bits that I find the hardest. And I'm going to start from this A flat this time, instead of going, that's a bit of a waste of my time, because I can do all that. First position and half position are easy as. But it's this run up the G string that's quite difficult for me. So, A flat, B flat, C, there it is, D flat, E flat, there it is, E natural, ooh, okay, I can't sing that, F, now G, A flat, G flat, it's G flat, not G, F, E flat, F, E flat, D flat, to C. Alright, so that time, I noticed we've got that. I'll just practice that little bit there and get that up to tempo. Because it's that shift again, like when I'm playing scales, that shift is the bit that seems to be getting me that. So I'm just going to practice that until I've got that up to tempo. Just breaking it down into smaller bits, getting the hard bits and making them easy. Two. There it is. Got it? And so now what I'll do, I'll increase the tempo on that one. So, what I'll do just to speed up the process, I know that I can get this. This isn't the hardest transition, but what I'll do, since I'm confident that I can get this if I speed it up double the speed now, what I'm going to do is take this 60 beats metronome that I've got going, and instead of using them as 16th notes, I'm going to use them as 8th notes. So instead of a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, I'm going to take that same tempo and turn it into this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's, the metronome stays the same, but it's just I'm accenting the different parts of the metronome, of the beat, that whatever I'm trying to say, and just doubling my speed just by thinking of this metronome differently. So here we go. Yeah, that was good. So what I'm going to do now is take that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and double the way I think about it, or halve the way I think about it, however you want to say it, want to think about it, because now each beat is going to be worth 1/4 note instead of 1/8 note. So this is what I mean. You just double your speed by doing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite right. Get this metronome tuner up. 2, 3, 4. I've quadrupled my speed from where I was at the start, right? And so now the next stage is each note, each beat of the metronome is like a half note, or if you think in classical terms, it's a minimum. So two of these per bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So effectively doubling my speed again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at that point, I'm playing at 120 beats per minute, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's double 60 beats per minute. And then it gets harder when you try to 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you double. So then that's how you get to 240 beats per minute. And this song on the album is 250 beats per minute. So I'm almost there, being able to play along just with that one bar. So then what I do, now that I've got that first transition that's quite different, that getting from that B flat to the C, the next part of the phrase is I'll get this metronome set. 1 and 2 E and so we're back down to 15 beats per minute effectively. Oh, that was way off. Get my tuner up. So that's the last note that I played. So now I've got to get from the that next transition that's difficult is getting from that D flat to the E flat, because the reason why I got a transition there is it's called economy of movement, is just getting from there E natural. So that's what I'll be practicing now, is that, not now, the drone note's just finished, but from now on this week, that's what I'm going to be practicing, is that transition from the D flat to the E flat, getting my hand used to just locking into place. But anyway, the drone note's finished, so that's my 10 minutes of practicing reading. You don't need to do heaps of this, honestly. You just do little bits every day, not every now and again, every day, a little bit every day, and that's how you improve exponentially. So let's have a look. Anything going on in the chat over here? No, that's all good. Hi everybody, glad you're watching. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's turn this metronome off before it drives me insane, hey? There we go. That's better. Now, the next thing that I've been working on, there's a few other things that I want to start working on, like I want to start learning how to slap. But the main thing I'm doing next, every practice session, is find a song that I'm working on that I really should have, I feel like I should have learnt earlier, like really cemented in my memory. Taking those songs, jazz tunes that I've played a lot but just haven't been able to commit to memory as well as I'd like to. And so I've got, a couple of those songs where I know that I could turn up to a jazz jam, whatever key you want to play it in, I know I can play it because I remember the chord progression, the chord pattern, thinking in terms of numbers. So Careless Love, if is in it's in F usually, but if someone plays it says, oh, I sing this in E flat, I know that I can play it in E flat because I just sort of transfer what's going on. So what I'm working on at the moment still is Alone Together. It's been a few weeks working on this, trying to get this chord progression etched in my memory. So I'm getting there. I don't know. It's just got some tricky spots. But what I do is I practice the melody, then I practice the arpeggios, then I practice the solo. Like I just play it on repeat, put the song on repeat on iReal Pro at the moment, just while I'm really learning it and really deep diving into the harmony of it. And then what I do is I play it 12 times through when I'm practicing by myself, and I don't care, this is my practice session, I'm going to do it today as well. Then I'll do things like play the root note and the third of the chord, and then go through, play the root note and the seventh of the chord, then play guide tone lines starting from the third, then guide tone lines starting from the seventh, you know, just to really get my ear into the harmony. And the only way to memorize it is to play it, right? And to listen to it and to really hear it, really deep listening. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm going to do that. This is what I do. This is how I practice these songs that I'm trying to learn. And the goal, same with when I'm reading, and I'll practice it really slow till I can play along to the actual track. That's the goal here, because iReal Pro is quite soulless, quite lifeless. It's just MIDI player, a MIDI player metronome with harmony. Really useful for when you're learning, but when you really want to get your head into a song, you need to sort of put on whoever's done Alone Together. I can't think of off the top of my head. Oscar Peterson, I think, has a great version. Just put that version on and play along once I know it. So this part, it's just the memorization phase. And so I'll just do that now. Alone Together. I'm playing it like about 120 BPM as a swing, and I'll show you how I practice it, and I'll practice it while I show you. Anyway, here we go. The goal, no music, no written ticket. Shut up and play. Now what I'm going to do is some guide tone lines. Root note in the third. Just so I can really get my head around the harmony and really hear it. But it's hard. Doesn't have to be. Then we got the D major, major third. Supposed to. I'll start that from the third again because I know I sort of screwed it up. And this really helps when I'm soloing because I'm used to hearing the things that really make the structure, the harmonic structure of the song. Getting my ear into the song as deep as I possibly can. Sevens. Oh, damn it. That's better. Well, these are called guide tone lines because of they're the guide. These are the tones that really define the song, the harmonic harmonic structure of the song. Well, if I play them right, they do. Terrible technique. Don't do that. I'll just play the melody. Yeah. So what I find when I take the time to practice those guide tone lines, it really changes the way I solo, because I've got that harmonic information in my head, that I'm just not stuck playing arpeggios or walking through, which I can tend to do as a bassist. I can just keep walking, because walking in itself is a kind of a solo, because I'm improvising the entire time when I'm walking. So I can just kind of get stuck in a bit of a rut, and I find that when I practice like that, really strict practice of getting those guide tone lines right, and I feel like I should explain what I mean by guide tones, because not everybody watching is going to know what that means. In your chord structure, your chords, I'll get my acoustic. So you've got say your D minor chord, because that song's in D minor. You got D, F, A, C, and in that harmonic structure, you've got, we'll just talk in numbers at the moment, because the structure of the chord is, though it's built around a scale where it's like the first note, the second note of that scale, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then you're back to the 1. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you give every note of that scale a number, it makes it easier, shall I say. So when you're constructing a chord, you skip out every second one. So instead of playing 1, 2, 3, you play 1, 3, and you skip the 4, and you play the 5, you skip the 6, and you play the 7, and you don't play it at the top again. So those notes, when we talk about them, we go 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. So that 3 and 7 are really the defining notes in that chord, because if I play, say here we go, if I play a D major 7, it's got a really different sound. Even though the 1 and the 5 are exactly the same note, what changes the structure of that chord is the 3 and the 7. So we talk about guide tones, we're talking about the 3 and the 7, because that guides you through the harmony, and it tells you, it gives you all the information about the chord. Because if I just played that like a 5, you got no information. Is it major, is it minor? Nobody knows. But if I play it like this, it's a major 7. If I play it like this, hang on, how do I get it? It's hard on a bass, but now it becomes a minor. If I do it up here, it's a lot easier. Hang on, how do I do it? So if I play it up here, it's like, that's a minor, that's a major. That note there doesn't change. So when I practice using those guide tones, really strict practice on the guide tones, it gives me some, like, gives me more harmonic information over which to solo. So that's what I find really helps with my soloing and my improvisation, is getting my ear around those things. So anyway, that's kind of it for my practice session today. I've done the 3 things that I needed to do, and I'm going to work on slapping at some point. I'd love to know how to slap like a good old rockabilly player. And also another technique that I've got to introduce is really getting my two-fingered playing. 'Cause on the electric bass, you sort of play like that, but on the double, if you play like that, you lose a lot of tone. You've got to sort of change it. So it's a completely different technique that I'm going to add into my practice sessions, but not today. I'm done today. So thanks everybody for joining. If you liked it, like and subscribe. There's going to be more of these. We're going to do, we're going to get some interviews up and running again sometime soon, and you'll be notified when I'm going to go live or when we put up another video. Check out Jobby Coins and Stamps. He's the other half of the Scatology podcast. Check out his channel if you're into coins. Lots of people are into collecting coins, and he's building a nice little community over there. Check that out. He goes live and does some fun games and stuff. It's always a good laugh. And see if you can blow his mind a little bit. He plays Guest of the Year and all that sort of stuff. It's fun time. And I'll be back next Wednesday with another live practice session. Thanks everybody for joining me. Like and subscribe, all of that stuff. And thanks so much. How do I turn this thing off? There it is. There.